We won't.
And we are live.
We're live. Welcome to Roll and Review, our long-awaited, not really Roll and Review show that's been absent for a while. Our stuff together, having the holidays being over and just getting settled. So we're probably going to have a lot of changes to the format. A lot of it's going to be in this live stream Roll and Review show until we can find some good software, because the software we're using decided to change, so we had to switch. So until we get that all figured out, there's going to be a lot of videos like this.
Yep. And yeah, right now it consists of a lot of us making trips back and forth, giving SD cards to each other. So, not the greatest, work-in process. So.
No, definitely not. So wishing everyone a happy new year. I know it's the 13th of January, but get our chance to that we haven't seen in person in a while, that we miss you guys. We hope we can see you guys soon. And you have any updates, Jim, before we get to any upcoming events and projects that we got going?
Not so much. Just I'm on the new set for all of our videos, so you can see a lot of our new posters and stuff behind me now. This is pretty much where most of the videos will be shot, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice. It does look pretty nice, and it's nice having our own stuff.
Oh yeah.
Instead of having to borrow somebody else's place.
Oh, definitely.
There we go.
And yeah, unfortunately, I know in a lot of our videos we talked about where we were recording before, My Happy Place Comics. Now, we're really sorry to say that place closed. So, really best wishes to all the guys over there.
Yeah. Shout out to our good friends who work there. Bill especially. Good luck with everyone.
Yeah, I hope they find a new comic book shop they can go to. So anyway, let's get to some more happy news, some upcoming events that I'm really excited about. So first thing, I was just gonna say, first thing, we're doing a live D&D game. It's gonna be like this with guys from across the United States. I got this with Roll20, a great program for online D&D working. So yeah, got that coming up.
Yeah, and that game is going to feature a game that's going to be helpful for people trying to begin their aspects of D&D. So people who kind of not sure, just kind of watch. We're going to definitely get into like rule disputes and anything so people can know what to do as it goes along the way.
Oh yeah, we're going the way what I'm calling it, from session 0 to level 20. So building characters till you become essentially gods in the game and you can't be stopped. So.
And then you go to other games and screw it all up.
Of course.
All right. Then we're also going to be adding, we want to get the Let's Plays. We want to be able to do more of that, especially when we're getting more into the Google Hangouts and everything we can do with that. We're going to be adding some more games that can be kind of fun, things that you can make jokes with, so you can meet some more of our friends that we have that are going to be coming in and out with some of the games. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it.
Yeah, our big one right now that we've been doing and we're looking to start right away is Town of Salem, which, if you don't know what it is, it's basically the Mafia in-person game, but on the computer and souped up. So we've been having a lot of fun with that, and we just found a way to stream it on here. So woo.
It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, now news from all around this week. One of the big things that came out is, with all the buzz it had with the Golden Globes and everything else, Deadpool officially submitted an Oscar consideration video. We're going to share this video within the next day because it's hilarious. Instead of them talking about different actors and everything, you have Ryan Reynolds doing a VO for assless chaps and everything else that just is completely ridiculous.
It's everything you expect of Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool to be doing.
I don't, as much as they got the buzz for everything else, I don't want to see Deadpool in at least a Best Picture category. I would support having Ryan Reynolds because he made that movie complete for Best Actor. And if there were any marketing awards, Deadpool deserves all of them. The marketing for Deadpool was absolutely fantastic, and it deserves recognition.
Oh yeah, I mean their marketing really was truly amazing, and even when you compare it to like movies like Batman versus Superman, who actually did a fairly decent job marketing because they got a whole bunch of people in there in the theater that night, first night, and like Star Wars, which of course does pretty well, but those things were so built up on things that we already knew and were looking forward to. Deadpool being that like obscure hero really brought him into the foreground, and I mean what he did box office wise.
Yes.
So.
Also, just a quick side note with Deadpool, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Colossus, and the cab driver are confirmed to return in the sequel. So hopefully more hilarity will ensue with them.
Yeah, which is pretty fun. But talking about people coming back for more movies, um, kind of weird. But with the technology now, Disney is in talks with Carrie Fisher's estate to um, kind of negotiate her appearance in upcoming releases.
So I think this is a really preliminary just statement that's out there because episode 8 is basically all but wrapped. So there's not going to be any like additions there. But I think they just, because they're not going to be making another movie that could possibly have Carrie Fisher in it for another couple of years, they just want to get everything settled now. So just so they know if everyone's going to be on the right page, and so they know if they have to tweak their story. Because I think it's safe to say that they've had episodes 8 and 9 planned out for years now. And they just want to know if they're going to really have to revamp a script, because the original reports is she was going to have a big impact in episode 8 and even bigger impact in episode 9. So if they're not going to be able to use her, there's going to have to be some serious rewrites going on. So I think it's just going to be, obviously there's a lot of definitely like ethical implications should this be happening. But if the family signs, there's a lot of arguments to this. But I think this story is going to really envelop as time goes on. So this is just a preliminary. Disney is talking.
Yeah, I mean, what they said 8 was already filmed, so
Yes,
no worry about that. It really
it is
is
finished.
just how much are they going to have her in 9 and further films. I would be surprised if she didn't show up again in any pre-original trilogy films if they're gonna keep doing those as random
Yeah.
movies.
And I'm kind of wondering how many of these is going to be kind of like the Rogue One era Carrie Fisher, or is it going to be General Organa Carrie Fisher?
Yeah,
Is it
no.
Princess Leia or General Organa? I know that's the same character, but just for like the time frames, which like what do they want her usage for?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with her, but
And
that's ways off.
and going along with controversy, there was a big up in arms and a hullabaloo going on that Ben Affleck might not be coming back for the Batman. But interestingly, that story breaks out, and then a day or two later, Ben Affleck is confirmed that he's doing the Batman. So part of me speculating that I wonder if there was some behind the scenes studio interference that Ben Affleck just wanted off his back. So he's like, fine, I'm going to play the public card and you're going to do what I tell you to do.
That would not surprise me in the slightest, especially
I hope so.
Especially with all that the DC.
Yeah, the DC execs need to shut up. They have absolutely no right to be passing notes at this point, because every note that is obviously given from a studio has sucked. So, DC, shut up and listen to the best director you have in your staff right now.
Best director, and Geoff Johns. He's a pretty great guy.
Yeah, but if there's a Geoff Johns, there wouldn't be an announcement that way. This is definitely coming from some suits at Warner Brothers.
Oh, definitely. Perfect.
All right.
So a little bit on video game news. Just got a announcement from Nintendo that the Nintendo Switch will be released on March 3rd, which is not too far off.
No.
The price point on it's probably even better. It's $299, which puts it at like the fourth cheapest console after adjusting for inflation.
What is the PS4 and Xbox One now?
The Xbox One is still, I think, like $350, $400. I mean,
Go on.
it
I'm
it
gonna.
depends on what they're,
I'm,
which one you're doing, because they're coming out with, or they announced like the slim versions and other different variations where like the Xbox One has one that's going to be
I'm gonna
super
check right now,
powerful.
Rob.
Yeah. So with
Let's
those, I
see.
think those are pretty much stable at where initial cost was.
Their bundles right now are averaging right around 300, give or take, where you get it from. Let's see for the PS4. And the PS4 is right around the same thing. They're both right around 300.
Yeah.
Give or take a few, depending on where you buy it from.
I'm getting corrections from all over the place. Yeah, the bundles are up there. If you can go out and find the game or just the system itself, one of our contributors, Peter Stein, corrected me. He said you can find them for about $250.
Oh, nice.
Our friend Dominic is questioning me in the live chat.
Is he really? Oh God!
No, he's talking about how the games are expensive. Bomberman is like £30. I don't know why the heck he's telling us in Monopoly money, but
Where's the live? Side note: where's the live chat? I want to watch this.
The live chat's on the YouTube page itself.
Okay.
So.
God damn it, damn.
So,
Okay. Anyway,
thanks everyone for commenting. We totally accept your comments and questions on here.
We have people listening to us. This is a first.
All right.
All right. So, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch? I'm just hoping they can make a good Smash Bros. And Mario Kart, and anything upon that is gravy at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been a fan of Nintendo in recent years. With the Wii, it wasn't used for the gaming that I really like to do. It's relatively underpowered compared to other dedicated consoles, and like the battery life is pretty garbage. It's like 3 hours on like full power, but you can like do like a battery saver, which can extend to like 5 hours, which is pretty garbage.
Did you play the new Mario with the level creator for Wii U at all?
No, I never really got a chance to.
That was pretty fun. Like they being able to create your own Mario levels was actually pretty fun.
Oh,
I think the Wii U was a good step in the right direction. So I'm hoping the Switch goes more along that route, and you get some more power to have some more polished games, rather than just the gimmicky Wii was.
Yeah, I'm still kind of like assuming that because they're putting like Skyrim on it, that you're still going to be playing Skyrim at like medium to low quality, as opposed to like PC gaming where you're ridiculous and running.
Well, I don't know. With the remaster that's come out, they might have been able, with the jump in technology from 2011 till now, they were able to get some higher quality on smaller spaces. So we'll see. I'd like to see what it looks like before I pass too many judgments.
Absolutely. I was telling you this before the stream. I saw something on Reddit that was, my girlfriend is just overexcited about the Nintendo Switch, so I made her hold the box of the last debacle. This girl was holding like a No Man's Sky box. Like, we have been fooled before.
Yeah, and the hour that I played at your house, it was like, good. I've got the good part of the game, and that's all.
Yeah,
I stopped playing it before the fun wears out.
I mean, I'll give it to him. I've played it since, and with the new updates, it is actually fairly interesting. But they're putting things on there that really should have been on there at release, and so it's still like, well, it's about time we got this.
Yeah,
but I'm
they screwed it up. So they don't get brownie points for screwing up this bad. You don't get a brownie for putting a Band-Aid on a gushing wound.
Fair enough.
Anyway, you have some comic news before we jump into our main segment of the show?
Yes. So if you all remember from the spring, DC put out this DC Universe Rebirth comic that I raved about way back then, and it opened up so many big things with the Watchmen and the main DC universe. Well, they've finally announced that on April 19th they're releasing. I almost said unleashing, releasing the Batman Flash crossover called The Button that will explore what we found out in that one shot way back then. So that is really exciting news.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this forever.
All right. So coming into the main segment of the show, it being the start of 2017, and we thought that we'd do a look back on 2016. A lot of people were complaining on how bad it was, so we're going to do our favorite moments, get some positivity going, that 2016 wasn't all bad. There was some good stuff, especially in the realm of media, that was pretty good.
Absolutely. So the things we're going to cover are our favorite movie, games, comics, and D&D moments.
We're going to start out with our favorite movie, and no, this is our favorite movie. This is not the best movie. You're not going to be hearing La La Land, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight here. This is just the ones that we liked the most.
Yeah, so I think it's without question me, the ridiculous Deadpool fan. My favorite movie in 2016 was Deadpool. I know, you're surprised.
Yeah, we did one of our first videos of the channel was us raving about how fun Deadpool was. I don't think this is too much of a shock.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I also think my favorite movie of the year was also Deadpool. Rogue One came very close. If it wasn't for some of the pacing issues and some of the weak characters in Rogue One, it would have had the top spot. I mean, if it was just we're basing our favorite act of the year, the third act of Rogue One wins hands down. For a more complete movie, I'm going to go Deadpool. But this is also with the caveat that I wasn't able to chance to see Arrival. Arrival looks absolutely amazing. It looks like it's what Interstellar should have been. So I really would like to see that one. But I just, from budgetary and time reasons, with school and everything, I haven't been able to see it. But I hope everyone can have a chance to go see it. It looks really, really good.
Oh yeah, and let us know your favorites in the live chat because we're watching. So the next thing, favorite games. Alex, what was yours?
My favorite game, hands down, this year was Uncharted 4. I've been a diehard fan of the Uncharted series ever since I first played Drake's Fortune on the PS3. Nolan North and Troy Baker are the main stars of this one, and it's just it is an adventure from start to finish. It is so much fun. It is beautiful looking. It is so well voice acted. Anything that you want from an Uncharted game, you're gonna get, and you're just gonna feel like you're on an adventure from start to finish.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely was. It was a fantastic game. I really liked it. Not my favorite game of the year, but it was in the running for it. Or my favorite game of the year, Civilization 6. It was the sequel that I was looking for to Civ 5 with the improvements that I really enjoyed, like being able to create cores and armies instead of just having single units on every single space.
You mean it was the sequel that Beyond Earth never was?
Exactly. It's so fun, and even though I have a garbage computer and I can't play it in quickly on my computer because each turn switching back and forth between different units takes forever just because it takes that long to load. I still love the game, and I play it quite often. So Civ 6 gets it for me.
Yeah, and also another great game. That is not a game that people are going to be like putting their nose up at as a horrible game. It's a great addition to the Civ franchise that I hope they can keep improving.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I have no doubt that they'll be improving that game, or improving upon that game with either the DLC or eventually in like 5 more years when we get Civ 7. So the next thing, favorite comics. Now this is kind of the favorite comic that we read this year, not necessarily what came out this year. So Alex,
Hey, say that again. You kind of did a give that one again. You kind of cut out on us really quick.
oh whoops. Um, so the next thing is comics, and this comic is not the one that we our favorite that came out this year, but it was our favorite that we read this year for the first time. And so I'll shoot that over to Alex for his answer first because his is a great one.
I like that. I like that caveat because for me, it's the first time I've read it because I was not it's basically before these fools, and they said, no, you need to read them. They're good. And I was like, okay, I'll check them out. I have few that I need to read. I have Blackest Night hanging up on my shelf right needed. I need to crap. What's it? I need to finish Watchmen. If I could rate, I would have it. But this is a favorite full one that I've read from start to finish, and that would be unlike its movie adaptation that came out this year. The Killing Joke is a very, very good graphic novel.
Which I'll say this: the movie itself wasn't terrible. So many of the scenes that we love from the comics are in it, but the things that they added that weren't in the comic really, for the most part, didn't work.
Okay, yeah. The second half was good.
Yeah.
The Killing Joke part of the Killing Joke movie was good. The second half, the first half was garbage.
The Barbara Gordon wanting to
garbage.
be...
We're not stop it. We're not talking about that. Bad things. We're talking about good things. Come on, Jim.
Sorry.
Good things.
I know I'm a garbage person.
Anyway, go on. Yes.
So my favorite comic from this year is, as I spoke of it earlier, the DC Universe Rebirth one shot. It was so amazing, leading into this big story, which now they're finally getting to. But I've read those major stories years ago, basically when they came out. So when this book came out, I was like, this is going to be the new big story that we're all going to love. And then of course they didn't touch it forever, so that disappointed me. But the individual comic itself, the one shot, just mind blowing. Brought in the Watchmen to the main DC universe. Brought Wally West back from the Speed Force, which was pretty huge. Even though now it's a little confusing because there's a black Wally West and a white Wally West, and one's far older than the other. But universes and multiverse, so whatever. So that by far was my favorite comic this year.
Nice. All right, and our last moment is going to be our favorite D&D moment in 2016, which it was kind of hard. We got to remember exactly which ones are from 2016 and which game is what, but I think we both had some pretty fun moments. Jim?
Oh, absolutely. So my favorite.
He said absolutely. Everyone take a drink.
Okay, now that I've taken my drink. So my favorite moment from D&D this year, or this last year, was me, Alex, and a friend of ours decided that after stopping a bunch of priests from summoning a demon, that we would finish that ritual and spawn hopefully a good demon to help us. And our dungeon master was kind of salty about this idea, but I had the ritual book in my hand that the priests were holding, so I couldn't deny it. So we were told to roll, and our rolls were so good that he got so angry at us because he couldn't make it something evil and terrible to spite us. So we ended up creating a fallen angel good baby that I carried in one of those little holders that people wear on their chests and back to hold our baby in. And I named it Rowan when the rest of when Alex and our other friend weren't in the session yet, said I could name it. And oh my gosh, just absolutely ridiculous. Our DM was so pissed.
Yeah, and I was also standing there over with a crossbow, ready to kill it if it turned out to be bad. So
you're gonna shoot my baby.
And I'll say my favorite was the one that when our DM, good old Jim here, did a random see what happens, and bunnies were running through the forest. So me, being the smartass that I am, decided I'm picking one up and keeping it. I keep said bunny and decide, I know, I'm possessed by an evil necromancer. I'm going to do a ritual. I can make my own personal bunny from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. One mistake and a use of the deck of many things later, I get an awesome jacked bunny that looks like the pig from Family Guy in the multiverse that eats things. So we're going through this, and all of a sudden we have to go to a party. We need a distraction. The character takes over and is like, I think, hey, Rufus, you should chew off the rope holding the chandelier above everyone off. He passes the stealth checks, and all of a sudden there is a heavy chandelier going on an entire crowd of people. It was a very, very...
And I was pissed about that because I forgot he had this card from an item called the Deck of Many Things. It's just stupid and overpowered. But he had this card that let him undo something that had taken place. And he had been holding on to it, so I forgot about it. And he rolled a couple nat ones, which pretty much I was about to turn his bunny into what is called a rabbit folk, which I think is like a 5th edition homebrew race.
Hobbit that's a rabbit.
Basically. And I was going to make him chaotic evil, and they were going to have to chase this thing across the continent as it murdered people in their way. But unfortunately, he had that stupid deck and that stupid card, and I didn't get to murder a whole lot of people as DM.
Yeah, I got to murder them instead.
Yeah. Wonder.
Anyway, I'm glad we got to actually do a roll and review show. It's been so long since we've been able to do one. Thanks everyone who's still stuck with us this far. Jeremy, we need to be adding more videos to your playlist. We haven't forgotten about you. Have a little patience with us, and we'll try to get some more videos out when we can. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. And yeah, I forgot to mention one video series that we're going to start here eventually when I can figure all this crap out and how I'm going to do cameras and stuff. It's a series of videos for anyone who likes D&D, so we can talk about just stupid metagaming things, fun, ridiculously weird classes to make, homebrew items, scenarios, things like that. So if you're interested in stuff like that, we'll be having videos like that coming out hopefully in the next few months. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed our roll and review show. We hope to be doing this far more often, and not once every 3 months.
Yes. Now that we're a bit more settled and everything is going all right, it should be on a more regular basis.
Absolutely. And so, if you're new here, hit subscribe down below, since we're putting up a whole bunch of videos soon. Hit that like button. Helps us out. Just leave a comment. Let us know.
Don't make me go all Jane Douglas and request you hit the like button on every single video. Don't make me do it.
Well, I'm not going to be one of those guys who's like, let's try to get 5,000 likes this video or whatever it is. No. It was the last one I saw, and I was like, stop it.
Yeah, if we can get 5,000 views, I'd be ecstatic.
If we got 5,000 people that visit our page, I would be ecstatic. They don't even have to watch a video, just visit the page.
All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you guys later.
See you later.